Hey guys, I'm Grand Rising. I'm sitting in the dark because everyone else is still asleep. But I really felt the need to share this. So I'll just listen instead of looking. Here I am, see? The message that I wanted to send with this video is to say that as I am unlearning and relearning the ways in which I did things that were not correct, my ego used to stand in the way. And instead of learning the lesson in which I needed to learn in the moment, I would get defensive. So I would read something, or I would hear something, or I would be told something. And instead of getting the lesson, my ego would go inside and say, well, Sarah, you did that. They're talking about you. They're making you feel as though you've done something wrong. You can't stand for that. You must get defensive and you must go against the knowing, the learning, and you must rebel against that. That's not the way I do things anymore. Now, I get the information and I do something different with it because I know for the most part that the things that I'm unlearning, none of this was my fault. It was not my fault that I circumcised my son. No one sat me down and explained to me what I was about to do. See, I was a young mom. I was 15 years old. Nobody opened a book or showed a video or explained to me what it is that I was about to do and why it is that I was going to do it. I was kind of just told, pulled along and said, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. This is what we're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. This is what you're going to do. And so along the way, ignorantly, because I had no idea what I was doing. I'm 44 years old now, and I'm realizing that up until just a couple years ago, it had never dawned on me that circumcision was not something that needed to be done until I started doing a little research and eye-opening, and a little bit of revelation came about the medical professionals and the Western medicine and their savage ways of doing things. And then I realized that religion was in cahoots with the Western medicines for their same savage ways of doing things. And it's dawned on me that it was traditional to cut the foreskin off of my son's penis for no other reason but the fact that it was traditional. I didn't know any better. So can my ego blame and take a toll on me because of my pure innocence in the matter? No. But what I can do from this moment of learning, I reflect and I look at my son and I say, buddy, I'm sorry that you're missing like 20,000 nerve endings from the tip of your penis because I thought that it was going to help keep it clean or something. I don't really know why I did it, son. Medicaid paid for it. Everything went okay. I'm sorry for not knowing, son. I'm sorry for ignorantly torturing you in such a way that I have no explanation. And then, after he says, it's okay, Mom, you didn't know. Then, and that's when, because I made an amends for something that I didn't know. But now that I know, Sarah, What are you going to do with the information now that you know? Well, I'm happy you asked. I'm going to do the same thing that I do with all the other information that I just so happen to stumble across. They don't, this urine therapy thing, this placenta, home birth, eating bullshit foods, everything that I speak about on a regular that some people think I'm bananas about. I'm going to scream this circumcision stuff from the rooftops as well. Because I'll be damned. I'll be damned. If my grandbabies, if my grandson has his penis chopped off for no good reason other than, well, it just looks better. From the same people who chop their breast open and put balloons in it, fine. If you think that Creator made mistakes, I don't believe that. I don't think it's cool. And so, with that being said, my children are going to be very much educated on these practices and why things were being done and what the is going on here. Yeah, when I stepped out from in front of that TV, when I stopped filling my temple with all that garbage, when I stopped listening to the bullshit and watching the bullshit and eating the bullshit and doing the bullshit, hanging out with the bullshit, I learned a lot of stuff. Most importantly, I found out who the hell I am. And now I understand why the medical professionals and the religious people, and there's a war on who we are. Ignorance is bliss, they say. They make it a great thing to be ignorant. Shh, just follow in faith. You have to use your discernment. I'm going to use my discernment. I'll come back if I change my mind. So, I just wanted to touch on that and say that if it's up to me, if there's anything that I can do differently for my children, I can't right the wrongs. I can't replay what happened back then and make it better. But what I can do is be the best mother I can be forward. And I feel like if I do the research and I put myself on the line and figure out that these things are not right, and I break these generational curses, my daughter and my son, and I'm speaking of my oldest children, obviously. My younger ones, they're more in tune of what I'm doing or, why I'm doing it. It's the older ones because that's where there's a different shift of who I was and who I am now. I am going to be the difference. I am going to stand for something. Creator doesn't make any mistakes. The foreskin on the penis is meant to be there. It is not meant to be sold to pharmaceutical industries for face cream. If you'd put your own water on your face, you wouldn't have wrinkles. Water on our face? That's disgusting. It's only disgusting because you eat their foods and take their pharmaceutical drugs. If you just drank from your own water with what Creator gave you, like apples and oranges and bananas and watermelon, if you ate only those things, your water would be different. But it's because you're allowing man-made things inside your God body. You're allowing man to fool what you know or what you should know is right. It hurts me that people talk about God and and they also, in the same conversation that they talk about getting a shot for their immunity. And I'm like, where is the disconnect, you guys? Don't talk to me about religious beliefs and a vax at the same time. Are you insane? All right, that's all I got. Peace.